Well, here we go, everybody. Welcome you guys to another replay. Today we are going to be watching a Benson replay. This was from the current patch, and I thought it'd be a good game for you guys to watch. So, as many of you know, the Benson is a Tier 8 American destroyer. She has 5 127mm guns that have an 11.6 kilometer range. She has 10 torpedoes that have a 9.2 kilometer range doing 55 knots. Unless you're running the speed boost, they'll do 58 knots. She is a wonderful destroyer for the tier. She is a great gunboat. She's a great torpedo boat. She's an okay torpedo boat, let's be honest. The 55 knots is a bit of a trouble. Majority of people will be able to dodge just because of their speed. It does leave them quite a bit of time to maneuver. So we spawned on the north side here on C, and generally when I spawn north of C on this particular map, I like to shoot over and either one of two things. I'm either going to go to the top of C here up against the island, or what I'm going to do in this game is we like to shoot over to the island in mid of C and use it as some defense. Right now, we're keeping an eye out for the Ranger. It does look like he's going to go the other direction, but you're never too sure. And as a destroyer, if the CV decides to focus you at the beginning, get the heck out of Dodge, go find your teammates and get inside of some of their AA bubble, deter him to come away. So we are going to slip up in the cap here, keeping an eye off to the right and in front of us. This is generally where the destroyers are going to be coming from. So keep an eye out there, see where they're at. And yeah, see if we can get. Oh, there is the enemy Benson. So he definitely is not running concealment. So we're going to hold our fire until he's within our firing range, so that we're not just giving ourselves away too early and opening ourselves up to return fires. You can see immediately 4 people were targeting us, but a couple of them dropped off. So we're going to continue to zoom out between shots, making sure we don't run into anything here. And we're going to pull a strategic Notzer right here and nose ourselves in. Going to keep us safe from any torpedoes coming in, keep us safe from most return fire, and if it was me, we should start focusing the Pensacola here pretty soon. Yes, okay, yep, and of course he's low, so let's see if we can confirm this kill. Mr. Pensacola, no damage hits, that's always nice, hit his torpedo bulge. And there are the torpedoes from the Benson that I was afraid of. So we're going to go ahead and back up here, and hopefully I look in the rear and realize there's a reason why I'm spotted, because the Jarvis behind me. So hopefully we see that here and turn. There we go. I have finally looked at my mini-map and realized what's going on here. And I am going to accelerate out here. You see I have a speed boost. We're going to turning hard already, expecting more torpedoes from the Benson. And we're going to go out here and we're going to go bully this Benson. That's really the best move. He doesn't have a lot of support, and I have a lot of faith in my ability to be able to kind of fight him. So yeah, I definitely was turning in. Wasn't quite sure if he'd have more torpedoes. And at this point, we're just going to lay into him. Trying to make sure that we hit the least saturated areas. You're going to see me kind of move forward here and start to try to get my guns into the front of the ship. Start kind of hitting where there's less damage already done. You can kind of see it there in the middle. And there we go. That is a Benson down. We're going to pop our speed boost. We already have our speed boost popped, but we are going to hit the brakes, repair our engine, and try to stay inside of the cap here so we can get the cap. This is really what the team needs at this point. Yeah, we have only one cap on the other side. The enemy is capturing B, though I think the Z61 is about to kill the Fubuki, and he does with some torpedoes in the smoke. Destroyers sitting in smoke is very useful. Be mindful, it is a torpedo magnet. So we're going to smoke up while we're capping this, and let's see if we can get some fire started on this Ganusanu. Mr. Ganusanu is, of course, a Tier 7 German battleship / destroyer. Had a little bit of a glitch there. Not sure what was going on. It's cool. Looks like it is cleared up. And we're just going to keep on shooting at him. You can see I'm doing a nifty little trick you can do with the Americans, where basically you can go full speed backwards or quarter speed forward while in your smoke, and you will actually go faster than your smoke. So then all you need to do is just poke your head out, and it will allow you to see the enemy team. So we are going to push out here now. Nobody really around us, and we're going to see if we can get over there and capture B. So looking to our left here, you can see our current team is mostly behind the islands. They seem to be held up with the Nagato and the Ranger, whereas we are looking at Gnusnu, and we're just going to continue to push around, I think. Yeah. So, got our guns already swung around to the side, ready to shoot at anything that potentially may show up. And yeah, all in all, looking pretty good. So, yeah, at this point, just continue to push forward. We do not want to shoot. We have 2400 HP, so more than likely I'm going to wait until we get pretty close to going behind the islands here and shoot a few times at the Gnusnu, see if we can get some free fires in on him, but not really give him a chance to be able to return fire, do anything about it. Looks like the T-61 is doing the same. He is going in through here and going to also try to capture B, so we're going to work in there to try to see if we can help him. Get a couple of free shots in here on the Gnusnu. And you can see he targets me, but it's too late for him to really do anything. We are behind the island. So, got 4 hits in on him. Nice little extra little bit of damage. No fire, sadly, but good enough. Would have been nice to be able to force out his damage con, or at least have him burn for a little bit with 1 fire. So, yeah. In this map, this is a great way to kind of enter B. You can come around here. We'll go in, and we'll see if we can help the friendly T-61. This is pretty much what you're going to do a lot of times in destroyers. You're maneuvering around. You're trying to do your best to kind of really get points, keep people spotted, and just do all that you can to really help the team. And yeah, try not to get spotted. It's very useful. So from here, we're going to use our torpedoes, though we should check. Yep, definitely always check before you shoot your torpedoes. Make sure that your teammates are not plowing full speed ahead and going to get shot at. So we're going to shoot them into there, see what happens. T-61 is going to come around us, and we're going to probably pop our smoke here, and we're going to start to see if we can set some fires on this guy. So, 6 seconds left on the cap. We're going to get the cap. Very nice. And there goes the T-61 shooting his torpedoes. He has 8-kilometer torpedoes. And, yeah, here we go. See if we can get some fires on this Gnusnu. Yeah, we should be able to get 1 torpedo, 2 torpedoes, it looks like. We're pretty good here, though. And this is, yeah, like I said before, this is exactly what you want to do. We've gone and got all the caps here. Looks like our team has killed the battleship on the other side and are chasing down the Ranger. We did get our 1 shot in, torpedo in on the Gnusnu, and it does look like he went ahead and put the flooding out, so we have pushed out damage con. The T-61 is about to do something I wouldn't recommend, so always be aware of your smoke fire penalty. The T-61 is shooting here, and he is going to get himself spotted, and the Gneisenau is going to punish him immediately. Right there. So be mindful of that. Of course, the Gneisenau firing, he smoke fire penalty. And I'm going to do something here that is very useful in destroyers. I am going to fall back, but I'm going to keep the smoke between me and the Gneisenau. Initially, I had thought about running up north, but realizing that I'm going to go out in front of the Gneisenau if that happens, I decided to cut all the way back around and keep the smoke between him completely and go out the same way I came into this cap. Also, of course, if the Gneisenau decides he wants to shoot, I'm going to have my torpedoes here, and we can basically point blank slap the Gneisenau, depending on exactly what he's at. So from here, we are going to ride out the back. Oh, and the Gneisenau does shoot his torpedoes, so we immediately, shoots his guns, and so we immediately swap over, shoot our torpedoes. We're going to hit the throttle as fast as possible and get out of here. As you can see, the Gneisenau has put up his fighter, so we want to try to avoid that as best as possible, but I don't think we're going to. I think he's going to spot us, and he does. And of course, the Gneisenau, being smart, probably already having his guns here, going to shoot at us. Oof. Ah. Man, leaves us on 942 health, but we do get the Gneisenau. So now we are going to circle back around this island going north, because if you look at the mini-map, currently we have lost the west. The east did win. They are pushing forward. But right now we're going to go up here and we're going to see if we can support our Colorado. It's just me and him, all by our lonesome up here on the north side of the map. So I'm going to see what I can do to kind of help spot for him and give him targets to shoot at. Of course, at this point, anytime you have 2 caps, you want to defend the center cap as best you can. So we're going to defend B. And that's really what's going to allow us to continue taking those points in and win. This game is not guaranteed win yet. We can easily try a little bit harder and lose this. Something you don't see in chat right now is I am asking for the, if anybody knows how much HP the Farragut still has left in him. I don't want to be kind of caught out trying to go in here and defend B and get caught out by the Farragut. He is probably going to destroy me in one volley, but we're just going to push back in here and see what we can spot. It's always best for you to try to help out your team and support the caps. You can a lot of times win even on a game that looks like would have been a loss just by holding the caps. You can get those points coming in. As you can see, we are starting to tick up much quicker here. Just in the last few minutes, our points have gone up a lot. Oh, we have a Colorado here. So, of course, we're going to be mindful of our surface detectability range and do everything we can to try to keep him at 5.8 or further. So, as you can see here, we're going to have to turn back in just a little bit to get this last little torpedo bit, but we're going to turn back out, and we are going to continue keeping the Colorado out of detectability range. So, yes, he knows he's detected, but no, he does not quite sure where he's detected from. What I'm doing. Last time he saw, I was headed north, so as far as he should know up until about this moment, I was still heading north. But at this point, the Colorado, of course, is going to eat some torpedoes, and then hopefully he eats a few more, and then we get ourselves another kill. At this point, I am very nervous for the Farragut. I do not know where he's at. He has not been spotted in a while, so I do definitely want to try to avoid being shot by him. Our Colorado did push down into the islands here. Hopefully being able to get some shots into the gas can over there. But we shall see. For me, at this point, the best move next is let's get some fires started on this Fuso. So we're going to ease up, come around this island. Of course, still being leery, being mindful that we don't know where the Farragut is. He could pop up anywhere at any time. So, but at this point, the best thing for the team is to go ahead and start to see if we can get some fires on here. So I should hit the brakes any moment now. Yep, there it goes. We hit the brakes, we popped our smoke, and we're going to start to lay into this Fuso and see if we can get some fire started, force out his damage con, and just seal the kill on here. Because the Fuso is a very nasty ship, has a very nice strong broadside for this tier. So we definitely want to be careful there. We set one fire, nice, and you can just see the rate of fire on this thing is just crazy. He did put out the one fire. Generally, I would not recommend that, but at 8,000 HP, he's trying to do what he can. The problem will be that if I reset another fire like that, that is now a permanent fire. He really has nothing to do. Another teammate got a shot in there, and we confirm the kill. So at this point, I am extremely nervous for the Farragut, and there he is. The Farragut has popped up. So we are going to start to lay into him as fast as we can. Luckily, the Colorado comes through. The Colorado spotted him, so well played on the Colorado. We're going to see if we can get this kill, and there it is, a 4 HP kill. Very nice. Colorado is pushing out. Probably not going to go too well for him against a gas can like that. We can always see the gas can's torpedoes. Oh, and there are the Farragut torpedoes. So this Colorado is about to have a very bad time. So, as you can see, I once again used the speed boost trick to slow myself down, back into my smoke again. I still have a minute 13 left on my smoke, and we're just going to lay into this gas can. And right here is probably one of the first, just kind of a bad choice that I made, and we shot the torpedoes. In all honesty, gas can has so little armor. We need to just lay into him, shoot him, be mindful he did shoot torps. We do see the torp coming, so we're going to move forward a little bit just to make sure that we don't get hit by his torp, and we're going to start to lay into this Colorado, start to see if we can set some fires and see what we can do here. So, that was pretty good. We got ourselves a Kraken Unleashed, 6 kills. And let's see if we can get ourselves a 7th kill here. So, Colorado, we've got ourselves our first fire. He has disappeared. But if he shoots his guns, or well, he gets surface spotted by, I think actually he was spotted by the CV there. So, good go on the CV. And let's see what we can do here. We're just going to continue laying in the Withering Fire. There's our 2nd fire. At this point, he should put out the 2 fires, and he does. And we just continue to rain in on him. We have 8 seconds left on our smoke. Torpedoes are looking pretty good. And then about this point is when I realized that the game is over. So that was a phenomenal game there. Here is our scores here. We had a victory. There's 111,000 damage, devastating strike, Kraken Unleashed. Top of the team, 2419 base XP. Just dominated that game, really showing you how to use detectability and how to really just kind of capture and defend the caps. You can see 52,000 done on the Gneisenau, but almost a 7 kill. Yep, 4 HP kill on the Farragut. Phenomenal. And we still ended up making 400,000. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you learned something new today. And until next time, you guys be safe and have fun.